So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazetted Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your study. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in the last lecture we discussed about the transmission of digital pulses through k identical independent AWGN channels. Now in this lecture we want to study the equivalence of matched filter and correlator based receiver. So first of all, what is the purpose of the matched filter? The matched filter maximizes the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance. So what is the purpose of matched filter based receiver? So in matched filter based receivers, a signal S of t is transmitted through a channel. White noise gets added to it. First block of the receiver is filter. So this is your matched filter. So it is matched filter. After that, we have a device known as sampler. The output of the sampler is given to the decision device. This is threshold lambda. This is random variable y. If y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. If y is less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. Now, this is the matched filter, and the purpose of the matched filter is to maximize signal to noise ratio at this sampling instance. So by adjusting lambda, we know that the minimum probability of error comes out to be q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. And this formula is valid if y is Gaussian random variable and the probability of 0 transmission is equal to probability of 1 transmission equal to half. Now if we use matched filter, if matched filter is used, then this probability of error further reduces and it can be written as q of under root ed by 2n0. So this particular formula is very specific formula in which the random variable y or the random variable at the input of the decision device is Gaussian random variable. Probability of 0 transmission and 1 transmission is same and also half, and matched filter is used in the process. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this particular matched filter by a correlator receiver. So let me draw the diagram of correlator based receiver. So in correlator based receiver also, we will transmit the signal S of t, and obviously it can be S1t or S2t. So this is S1t, amplitude A, this duration is TB. This is minus A, this duration is TB, this is S2t, or overall I can write it as ST. Then somewhere in the channel, this white noise gets added to it. After that, we will use a correlator. So I'm replacing the matched filter by a correlator. So the correlator will be a multiplier and here we will multiply the orthonormal basis function which can be used to represent both these signals S1t and S2t. Next block of the correlator is a integrator, which integrates the incoming signal between 0 to TB. So this particular block is known as correlator. Following blocks will be same, such as this sampler. The output of the sampler will be given to decision device. This will be lambda. So whenever y will be greater than lambda, output will be 1. For y less than lambda, this output will be 0. So this is the correlator based receiver. So instead of matched filter, I have replaced it with a correlator. We know that if our S of t is S1t between 0 to TB when 1 is transmitted, and S2t between 0 to TB when 0 is transmitted. So this is the graph of S1t, which has amplitude of A, duration of TB, and it is the graph of S2t minus A TB. We know that the orthonormal basis function is used to represent the given signals as a linear combination, and orthonormal basis function will always be less than the number of energy signals. So either we can use two orthonormal basis functions or one orthonormal basis function. So very clearly from here we can see that if we use our orthonormal basis function, something like this, this is 0 TB, and this value becomes 1 by root TB. So this particular orthonormal basis function can successfully represent both these signals, and this should also have unity energy. So I can represent my phi t as 1 by root TB between duration 0 to TB, otherwise it is 0. So it is 0 otherwise, and I can also write S1t as A root TB phi t in the duration 0 to TB when 1 is transmitted, and S2t as minus A root TB phi t between 0 to TB when 0 is transmitted. So this is the idea behind the correlator receiver. Now let us try to study the correlator receiver completely. So first of all, this output will be ST plus WT. The output of this multiplier I am writing as XT, and output of this integrator I am writing it as YT. So I will start again from the very basic, that suppose S of t is given, so it will be S1t S2t in the duration 0 to TB. In the duration 0 to TB, this is when 1 is transmitted, this is when 0 is transmitted. After that, this ST plus WT can be written as S1t plus WT, S2t plus WT when 1 is transmitted. Duration will be same. This duration will be between 0 to TB. This duration will also be between 0 to TB. This is when 1 is transmitted. This is when 0 is transmitted. So X of t will become S of t plus W of t into phi t, and it will be equal to S1t into phi t plus Wt into phi t, S2t into phi t plus Wt into phi t. So this particular multiplication will also be in the duration 0 to TB. This is when 1 is transmitted. This is when 0 is transmitted. Now I can write this X of t as, if I will multiply my S1t and phi t, So it will become a by root TB plus Wt phi t in the duration 0 to TB. And this becomes minus a by root TB plus Wt phi t in the duration 0 to TB. This is when 1 is transmitted, this is when 0 is transmitted. So from here you can see that if you multiply this S1t with this phi t, so this a gets multiplied with this 1 by root TB. Similarly here minus a gets multiplied with this 1 by root TB. So it becomes a by root TB and minus a by root TB. Now we know that yt will be equal to 0 to TB xt dt. So it will become 0 to TB a by root TB plus 0 to TB Wt phi t dt. This is when 1 is transmitted. After integration the duration will change, that is why I am not writing the duration again. It will become minus a by root TB dt plus 0 se TB Wt phi t dt. This is when 0 is transmitted. Now we can integrate this particular value, and you can see that after integration it becomes a root TB plus 0 to TB Wt phi t dt when 1 is transmitted, and minus a root TB plus 0 se TB Wt phi t dt when 0 is transmitted. So for the time being I am considering a new symbol n of t which is representing this Wt phi t dt. So this yt can be written as a root TB minus a root TB. This will be plus nt when 1 is transmitted. This will be plus nt when 0 is transmitted. So till now everything is fine. Now let us try to understand about this n of t, what it is representing. So we know that this W of t is a white noise, or you can call it as a random process. So it becomes a random process. You also know that Wt is a zero mean random process, and you can also call it as zero mean WSSRP and zero mean GRP or Gaussian random process. So we are first multiplying this phi of t to W. So phi of t will be treated as a constant because it is a constant value between TB duration. So it is a constant value between TB duration, or it becomes 1 by root TB. After that it is passed through an integrator. So we know that an integrators can always be treated as an LTI system. Integrators are always a linear time invariant systems. So this particular expression is x of t and this particular expression is y of t. So if Wt is representing a white noise random process, zero mean random process, so obviously this x of t, let me call this as x1t. So this x1t, which is Wt into phi t, will also have a zero mean WSSRP nature, or you can also call it as zero mean Gaussian random process, because this particular quantity is treated as a constant. So mean of this particular x1t will also be 0, and the nature will also remain Gaussian or WSSRP. So now if x1 of t is 0 mean WSSRP, so this x1t, which is wt into phi t, which is some constant, and it is passed to an LTI system, and this is output. So if this particular expression is zero mean, then this also has to be zero mean, plus if this is your Gaussian random process, this also has to be Gaussian random process, and if this is WSSRP, then it also has to be WSSRP. So this particular output, I am denoting it as NT. So this N of T can be written as 0 to TB WT phi T. So here two things are very clear about WT, that the mean of this WT is always 0, and expectation of this WT and some W tau, which will be RWW of T minus tau, it is going to be N naught by 2 del of T minus tau, or in general you can say that this W of T into W of T plus tau equal to RWW of tau, which is N naught by T del tau. So these three things we know about this white noise. Now let us try to calculate the mean of this N of T. So first of all, I am calculating the mean of this random process N of T. So this will be expectation of 0 to TB, this will be dt, WT phi T dt. So this will be 0 to TB. We know that expectation operator operates only on the random nature of the signal. So here this is deterministic and this WT is random. So expectation operator operates on WT. We know that expectation of WT is 0, so it becomes 0. So you can say that if WT is 0 mean random process, then N of T is also a 0 mean random process. Also, if we have to calculate the mean square value of NT, so it will become expectation of N square T, which will be sigma square NT plus expectation of NT whole square. So this becomes 0. So you can write sigma square NT, which will be equal to expectation of N square T, and it can be written as expectation of NT into NT. So this N of T can be written as 0 to TB WT phi T dt, and another N of T can be written as 0 to TB. So here I am changing the dummy variable. So it will become W tau phi tau d tau. So this will be expectation of 0 to TB, 0 to TB. So I'm writing all the integrations together. It becomes WT W tau phi T phi tau dt d tau. This is your sigma square NT. So this sigma square NT becomes 0 to TB, 0 to TB expectation of WT into W tau, because expectation operator operates only on the random signals. So these are the random signals, and this phi T and phi tau are deterministic signals, so they will remain as it is. You have already written that this expectation of WT into W tau of a random process represents the autocorrelation function. So it becomes 0 to TB, 0 to TB RWW of T minus tau phi T phi tau dt d tau. So this sigma square nt becomes 0 to tb r ww of t minus tau phi t phi tau dt d tau. We know that this r ww of t minus tau becomes n naught by 2 del of t minus tau. So this becomes 0 to tb n naught by 2 del of t minus tau phi t phi tau dt d tau. Now I can take this n naught by 2 as common because it is constant. So this becomes n naught by 2. This is 0 to tb. This is also 0 to tb. Del of t minus tau phi t phi tau dt d tau. So if I will apply the multiplication theorem here, so the breakpoint coming out to be t equal to tau, and let me put t equal to tau here. So it becomes n naught by 2 0 to tb 0 to tb. So this becomes del of t minus tau phi tau into phi tau dt d tau. So you can also write it as n naught by 2 0 to tb del of t minus tau 0 to tb phi square tau d tau dt. We know that all orthonormal basis functions are unit energy signals. So it is representing the energy of the orthonormal basis function. So it becomes 1. So finally, this sigma square nt comes out to be n naught by 2 0 to tb del of t minus tau dt. Now if I consider this tau to be between 0 to tb, or this impulse exists between 0 to tb, so the area of this impulse also becomes 1, and sigma square nt comes out to be n naught by 2. So this was your wt. First of all, you multiply it with an orthonormal basis function, which in the duration 0 to tb is acting as constant. So here it is the filter. So if input of this is wt into phi t, so output is going to be nt. Now we know that this w of t is 0 mean, which means its mean is 0, and its autocorrelation function is n naught by 2 delta. So this particular random process is 0 mean, also it is WSSRP, and this is Gaussian random process. So this n of t, which is coming out to be 0 to tb wt phi t dt. This random process also has mean equal to 0, variance or the mean square value is equal to n naught by 2. Both are constant or independent of time. So we can also call this random process as 0 mean, as well as it is WSSRP, and it is also Gaussian random process, because we know that if this is Gaussian random process, after passing it through an LTI system, this will also remain Gaussian random process. If this is WSSRP, then after passing through this integrator, this will also be a Gaussian random process. So now this was your wt. First of all, you multiplied it with orthonormal basis function. Then we transmitted it through an integrator. Output of the integrator will be a sampler. So if the input is n of t, so after sampling it will become n of tb. Let me call this as n. So you know that this is zero mean Gaussian random process. So this n also become a zero mean Gaussian random variable. Since this particular random process is also a zero mean WSSRP, so we can say that either we calculate the mean square value of the random process or we calculate the mean square value of the random variable. Both are going to be same. Either we calculate the mean of the random process or we calculate the mean of the random variable, both are going to be same because it is Whiteson stationary random process. So all these things, this can also be written as sigma square nt, which will be same as the variance of the random variable. So whether we calculate the variance of the random process or the random variable, both are going to be same. So now let's go back to the symbol which was received at the output of the correlator receiver. So at the output of the correlator receiver, which was yt, we obtained this. So the output of the correlator will be yt equal to a root tb plus nt minus a root tb plus nt. This is when 1 is transmitted, this is when 0 is transmitted. So what will be the output of sampler? You know that output of the sampler will, if this is the sample value, so this will remain same, a root tb, but this will become n of tb, this will remain minus a root tb, and it becomes n of tb. This is when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted. So this y becomes a root tb plus n minus a root tb plus n. This is when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted. So we have obtained the random variable at the input of the decision device. So this is the decision device, this is lambda, this is y. For y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. For y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So this is the decision device. So the random variable at the input of decision device y, it will become a root tb plus n minus a root tb plus n when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted. So from here you can see that this n is zero mean Gaussian random variable. So this y will also become a Gaussian random variable because the addition of constant does not disturb the nature of the Gaussian random variable. So the random variable which is at the input of the decision device, which is y, comes out to be Gaussian random variable. Now if I consider this probability of 0 transmission and probability of 1 transmission to be same, then you can write the probability of error as q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. So if I calculate the mu1 and mu2 value according to the correlator receiver, so according to the correlator. So this will be the minimum probability of error due to the adjustment of this lambda. So if I pass it through this correlator receiver, then the value of y becomes a root tb plus n minus a root tb plus n. This is when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted. So if I will take the expectation of y, so it will become a root tb plus expectation of n minus a root tb plus expectation of n. This is when 1 is transmitted, 0 is transmitted. So this becomes 0, this also becomes 0. So this expectation of y can be written as a root tb minus a root tb. This is when 1 is transmitted, 0 is transmitted. So you can call this value as mu1 and this value as mu2. So we have calculated mu1 or mu2 according to the correlator receiver. Now let us also try to calculate the sigma y. So the sigma y square, if y is addition of if y is equal to some constant plus random variable, so sigma y square will become sigma n square. We have already calculated the value of sigma n square. It is coming out to be n0 by 2 for both 1 transmission and 0 transmission. So let me put all these values here. The minimum probability of error that we obtained was q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. So mu1 was a root tb, mu2 was minus a root tb, and sigma was under root n0 by 2. So let me put all these values here. So it will become 2 times a root tb upon 2 times under root n0 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled out, and if I will put under root overall, so it becomes a square tb by n0 by 2, or you can write it as q of under root 2 times a square tb by n0. So this becomes the value. Now you have already stated that S1t is a between 0 to tb, S2t is minus a between 0 to tb. Now if I will make a signal p of t, so it will become S1t minus S2t or 2a. The duration will remain same, 0 to tb. So if I have to calculate the difference energy, it will be the energy of the pulse pt, and it coming out to be 0 to tb p square t dt, or it comes out to be 4 a square tb. So we can also write it as under root of ed by 2n0, and which is the same expression that we got from the matched filter. So from the matched filter analysis, we also got the same probability of error, which was under root of ed by 2n0. So what we can say that whether we use matched filter based receiver or correlator based receiver, both will behave as the same. In case of matched filter receiver, the minimum of the minimum probability of error was coming out to be q of under root ed by 2n0. And in case of correlator based receiver also, you obtained the minimum of minimum probability of error, which is coming out to be q of under root ed by 2n0. Also, let us try to understand how it is maximizing the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance. So first of all, let me give you the example of this matched filter. Then I will try to relate it with the correlator receiver also. So in case of matched filter, suppose I was transmitting this single pulse. So this was the single pulse. Now it was first of all transmitted with the filter, and which has the unit impulse response s of t minus t. So let me call this duration as t only. This becomes your s of t. So this also becomes the same signal of duration t. This is A. So the output becomes st convolution ht, which is a triangular pulse of duration 2t, and its peak occurring at t. So this is coming out to be s naught t. Now after sampling at t equal to t, you can see that it is actually extracting the maximum possible value at t equal to t, which is a square t. So if we use this particular filter s of t minus t impulse response, which is having impulse response of s of t minus t, then every time at the sampling instance the maximum sample value will be transmitted by the sampler, and also if the sample value is maximum, then its power will also be maximum. Now let us try to see the same result in case of correlator receiver. So in correlator receiver, initially we had a signal s of t, which has the duration like this. Then first of all it is multiplied with phi t. Then it is passed through an integrator, and then let me call this as t. Then afterwards it is sampled at t equal to t. So I am writing this phi t as again 0 to t 1 by root t. So the output of multiplier becomes 0 to t a by root t. Now what will be the output of the integrator? Integrator will integrate it. So we know that the integration of a pulse becomes a ramp signal in 0 to t. After the time t, the slope is 0, so we will get a horizontal line. So this will be the integration of this particular pulse. Now its slope will be a by root 2, which is the value of this particular constant pulse. So this expression becomes a root t. Now if you will sample it at t equal to t, you can also see that you are getting the maximum possible sample value at the output of this correlator receiver. So in this case also, though sampled value is not same, but it is also giving you the maximum possible sample value at the sampling instance. So in this way you can say that both correlator receiver and matched filter are working same. Also the probability of error formula which was given by both of them is exactly same. So that is why we can say that whether we can always use correlator receiver or matched filter in case of digital receivers. So this is it from this lecture. In the next lecture we will continue with the bandpass digital receivers or the bandpass signaling schemes. So thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations. Okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 month, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 month it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so the zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, GATE after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical, and this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys. So this is your responsibility that you should share this channel. You should subscribe this channel. Also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone. Let's crack it.